Hey guys, just real quickly, you get these people that want to talk about the sun and the magnetic fields of the sun, as well as the coronal holes and the planetary alignments are the cause of earthquakes. And I don't know how many times I've disproven that, showing that, where we've had multiple massive size coronal holes and planetary alignments and have absolutely no significant size earthquake. I've also shown several times where we've had massive earthquakes, 7.7, 7.8, even 8.0 and 8.1, and absolutely no coronal holes and not a single planet in alignment with the Earth, or even in alignment with one another apart from the Earth. And I've shown several times, and I'm going to show it again here. And right I've got it set at here is 6.0 magnitude earthquake, and we're just going to look at the last 7 days. And again, they're saying, it's coronal holes, it's the planetary alignments, it's all these different things. But you've got to keep in mind that the Earth spins. If it's the sun, then both sides of the planet, the east side and the west side of the meridian, would have the same sized events going on. But obviously, as you can see, that's not the case. Earthquakes, the sun does have an influence on the magnetics of the Earth, and it's got also subtle influences that hit the Earth, as well as the planets. Okay, I will not take that credit away from them, because absolutely it has an effect, but it is not, and I'll say it again, the sun is absolutely not the cause of earthquakes. If it was, this side of the planet, the east side of the planet, would look the same as the west side of the planet. You would have these significant size earthquakes on both sides of the planet because the Earth spins. Now, why they want to continue to believe that it's the sun, where they've absolutely been proven wrong over and over and over again. And let me just mention this as well. Before, about 3.5 to 4 years ago, we didn't have 7.0 earthquakes. And when we did, we only had one, maybe two in an entire year, and usually we will only have one a year, if that. And usually we'd get one every 2 to 3 years. Okay, the sun itself is not the cause. It influences the planet, but it is not the cause. Okay, this is the problem that is constantly and continually coming up with these people that think they know what they're doing. They never seek out the cause. All they seek out is the effect. And you can never explain anything by an effect. Okay? I've been wrong several times in my earthquake predictions. Okay? I'm not I'm not saying that they're the only people that are wrong. Absolutely everybody's wrong sooner or later if you're going to predict earthquakes over and over and over again. Okay? Because there's so many different variations and various things that go on. And it not only has to do with the sun and the planets and the other, what's the word I'm looking for? The celestial objects. It's not just those things that have an influence. The mind of man has an influence, and various different things have influences that trigger these quakes. So, again, guys, I'm just trying to show you that if it's the sun, you would have it because the Earth spins, 365 degrees in 24 hours. So you got all these quakes that are all right here in one area. And it's always been this way. Now we've had fives and sixes popping up over here on the western side of the Ring of Fire as well, but not within the last 7 days. Here's what you have. Okay, looking at about 4.8 and bigger. And as I've shown, time and time again, it's always this side of the planet. If it was the sun, it would be both sides. They would match. Maybe not exactly match, but they would have the same number of earthquakes and very high magnitude earthquakes. So, I don't know how else to prove it to these people. I've shown, massive size earthquakes in the upper 7s, low 8s, with no coronal holes, no CMEs, coronal mass ejections, and no planetary alignments. I've also shown when there was coronal holes, planetary alignments, and CMEs, absolutely no significant size earthquakes. And anybody can go back and just look at my videos. You know, I've got tons and tons and tons of videos on earthquakes. There's a lot more going on. It does have to do with magnetism, and it does have to do with consciousness, and it has to do with a lot of various different things. But the cause of it is not by any means the sun or stellar activity. They do influence, they have an effect, but they are not the cause. And I hope this will help you guys to understand that a little bit better. I understand that these people really and truly and genuinely believe in their heart what they're saying. And I'm not discrediting them, and I'm not trying to discredit them, because they believe what they're saying. But I want, this video was specifically for an individual, and that individual knows who she is. It's a woman, and hopefully this will help her to see what I was talking about in my emails back and forth with her. I've been extremely busy, guys, working a whole lot here lately, and I haven't really had the opportunity. When I get home, I'm literally wore down. But so I just hang out with family and do a couple other things. But right now, just big time wore down after work. But it's good. It's really good. I really enjoy what I'm doing. So anyways, guys, just wanted to show you what's happening. And again, you know, you can see the difference, guys. And if it was about the sun or stellar activity, or celestial activity, you would absolutely see it on all sides of the planet, not one side. But that's exactly what we see. On the western side, you don't see it. And if you go back to the older videos, you'll see that. I even have a video labeled "Earthquakes Only on the Western Side of the Planet." Okay, that's when all this got started, about a year and a half ago, when the big quake started hitting. And I was showing everybody, look, it has nothing to do with Nibiru, it has nothing to do with a mysterious object, it has nothing to do with the sun, it has nothing to do with stellar activity, it has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the celestial arena, because it's only affecting one side of the planet. Now, here lately, it's spread throughout the planet, as we talked about, as it was foretold to do. But I'm trying to explain to everybody that you've got to look for the causes, not the effects. The sun and stellar and celestial and all these things, all of those things are effects. They're affecting the earth, but they are not the cause of the situation. You've got to get down to the root cause. Everything has a cause, and it's the cause that you need to be looking for, because it is the cause that is absolute truth. So, peace be with you all. I'm praying for the people in China. Many lives were lost in that earthquake, and many homes and properties, and just unbelievable things that are going on right now on the earth. So, you know, be praying for these people, thinking about them, helping them if you can. Significant size quakes, guys. I mean, 7.8, 6.6, 7.2. These are all pretty powerful earthquakes. All of these are. And again, it's all on one side of the planet, looking at the last 7 days, as far as the 5.6 and above. So hopefully that'll help you guys to understand a little bit more and come out of the deceptions that are being kicked out there, and help you to better organize your mind as to what is exactly is going on, as far as, you know, if it's the sun or stellar activity, it would have an effect on all sides of the planet, not one side. So I love you guys. Locate the word, get in the word, stay in the word, and get the word in you. Peace and shalom. Definitely shalom to all. Shalom is a total peace. It's all aspects of life. A peace that it's very difficult to understand, but it's a complete and utter peace that you can obtain. So shalom to all, and I'll speak with you guys as soon as possible.